Welcome to another Millionaire Profit Systems production. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make money from CPA offers. CPA offers are an incredibly good way for you to earn an income from the internet, and it's a way that really is underused by a lot of marketers. A lot of marketers keep well away from it because they don't really understand it. But what they don't realize is that there are people out there that are earning 5 and 6 figures a day from CPA marketing. It's an incredibly profitable way of making money online if you know what you're doing. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't. They try and put a CPA offer on a normal website and then they pretty much hope for the best. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. CPA offers are very, very specific and they work very differently to normal affiliate marketing. Trying to approach it from the point of view of an affiliate marketer is going to sort of cause you problems because you're going to struggle to make them profitable and actually make money from them. Now, CPA stands for cost per action, and it basically means you get paid when a person clicks on an ad and then takes an action. How much you get paid will depend. It depends upon the type of action and the complexity of the action. So it could be something as simple as an email or a zip code submit. It could be something more complex where they have to fill out a survey, or it could even be something even more complex where people have to maybe take a trial offer and so on. Now, a lot of it does depend upon the market. Something like somebody asking for a quote on insurance is going to pay an awful lot more than somebody entering a competition to win an iPad or an Xbox or something like that. Now, typically for the email submits, you're talking $1, couple of dollars for something of that complexity. For the trial offers, you're talking $4, $5, $40, $50, $60, something like that. And with sort of more advanced ones like those for legal cases and so on, you can get paid up to $100 or more. I've seen people paying sort of $600, $700 for a lead in one of these really, really high value areas. So there is a lot of money to be made with it, but you've got to be a smart marketer while doing it. So you will need ideally a domain name. Now, it could be a generic domain name where you can advertise quite a few, or it could be a niche specific one, or one specifically about a specific part of a niche. So you might have just a generic dental one or a generic health one, but you may have perhaps a teeth whitening domain. It's entirely up to you. So if we have a look here at this site here, this is a site called OfferVault. OfferVault lists many of the CPA networks, and you can see here exactly what I mean. Here you have an offer where people are after a specific type of client, but they're willing to pay up to $585 just for a lead. Now, you've got to be in the right niche, you've got to be promoting the right people there, but you could do that. There's a loan company there, $100 a lead. Work at home stuff, you've got consumer reviews, loans, etc., etc. So you see there's quite a few here that pay quite high. So there's a lot of opportunities here. But what you're going to find is initially you may not be able to get these best deals. You know, quite often what happens is you will get you have to ask for approval. Whenever you join a CPA network, you get assigned an affiliate manager. You can see over here on Max Bounty, this is my affiliate rep, a lady by the name of Val Husky. Now, your affiliate rep will basically give you advice and help you. So what they'll do is they'll talk to you about some of the offers. You can contact them and say, look, what's the best converting offer at the moment? What's what's coming up? And they'll give you some advice. But they will also have to approve you for some of the offers. So you may find that for an offer like this, you have to be approved. If your website isn't good enough or your name isn't known, they're not going to approve you, which means you're not going to get the opportunity to use it. You're not going to be allowed to promote the offer, in which case you're going to have to look for something else. But here on the Offer Vault, you can see it tells you all the networks here, and you can click through, you can go and join the networks and sign up. Now, not all networks will accept you. Be aware of that. Sometimes you have to start with sites like Max Bounty and Peerfly, which are sort of the lower class ones, if you like. They're not quite as have not quite the high paying ones that other CPA networks have, but they're a good place to start. You can cut your teeth there, you can get some experience, start earning, and then of course you're going to move on to the higher paying ones as you get used to it. So let's have a look at an offer on here. Firstly, you've got to pay attention to what ways you can promote it. So you can see here that if I was planning on doing an email offer, a lot of these I couldn't promote. If I was planning on doing banners, most of these I can promote. And you can see here it gives you an idea of what is and isn't allowed for each offer. Now, if you try and disobey it, so for example, if this second offer down, I sent an email out, in all likelihood I get my account closed down, all commissions confiscated, etc., etc. They are very clever, the people that run these networks. They know a lot about people who try and scam them, and they will come down on you like the proverbial ton of bricks. Their business is based upon being able to provide sales and quality leads to their companies. The moment somebody starts trying to abuse that, and the moment somebody starts trying to take advantage and scam them, they will stamp on them and shut them down instantly, simply because they cannot afford for someone to scam them. If they do that and they find somebody doing it, it could cost them their business. So when it says no email, that means you don't send the email. If you do so, you will run the risk of losing your affiliate account and all your commissions that are owed. So it's not worth it. There's plenty of good offers that you can promote via the different methods, so have a look around. So let's have a look at one here. Let's look at this one, Puppy Screensaver, just to show you an example. And show you one here, and you can see on this one down here, it shows you creative, so you can get different adverts there. So you can get a tracking code for the contextual, gives you some information about searching, you can get some text links, but you can also, most importantly, get the banners. And you can see they're all different sizes. There's no there are standard sizes, but not all advertising campaigns have the same size banners. So you may want a 468 by 60, and obviously that's not big enough, and you scroll down and you think, oh right, they haven't got one, it doesn't fit in the slot I've got for it, in which case you have to move on. Most of these places, if you contact them, you can get a banner approved. So I could take this and I might be able to edit it into a smaller size banner for my site, but I would have to usually contact my affiliate manager and say, look, I want to use this banner, am I allowed to? Let's see if it will show me the offer. It might not do so. There you are, it tells me the offer here, and you can see you can sign up for it. Let's look at another one. Let's just look at a casino one. Again, you can see here now they've got some more banners there, different size banners. Again, we can click here and have a view. We can see the offer, and you can see now once it's loaded, you'll see it's basically, again, you can sign up and see what's going on. Let's see if we can just find one more. Let's try this one at the bottom. See that you need to have approval to run this advert. So there you are. It tells you exactly what you need from the people. And again, I don't know whether I can see the offer. Let's see if it will show me. And there you are. You can see the form, what you need to fill in. So you'll get paid when somebody fills that form in. So you can see there's plenty of different offers there. Right. So once you found an offer, what is it that you do next? How do you make money from it? Well, there's a number of ways. You could put it onto your website and drive traffic to your website. You can see there's plenty of different banners in all different sizes and shapes. So if I just open a couple of these, we'll have a look at some of the different banners. But you could take a banner, you can put that on your website if you wanted to. So here you can see there's some different size banners. There's a couple of small ones, some smaller ones, some big ones, and so on. So look at this offer here. This has got, you can see emails that you can send out. These are approved emails that you can send. So look at the banners again. Again, different size ones there. Again, some will provide a massive amount of banners for you. Others will only provide a few. And you can see there lots of different sizes. This one's provided an awful lot, and you can see there's different ones. So you can see there's plenty of different options for you to choose from. So you got pretty much 2 per size. So what you want to do is you want to obviously decide what niche you're going to promote. Now with some of these, let's just go on. Let's just search for the campaigns, and I'll show you some. Okay, now here you can see the earnings per click. What this does is this says to you, right, for every click on average you will earn 84 cents. So it pays $3.75 per lead. So roughly you can sort of divide one by the other, and that would tell you that that's probably 1 in 4 will convert on that. This one, maybe 1 in 4, 1 in 5, something like that. 1 in 5. In this one here, you're looking again 1 in roughly 6 is converting. So that tells you that actually it's converting quite well. So for every 6 people, you can expect on average 1 sale. And again, you can go through and you can see the same for a lot of these. Now you can see as you get to the more expensive ones, like for example these ones here that are $37 a sale for you, the earnings per click is quite low. The more the person has to do, the less likely they are to do it. So if someone's just got to put an email address in, bang, they'll enter it, off they go. Very quick and easy. If someone's got to do a trial run or something like that, then they're more likely to ignore it. But you can see down here some of these, these one field submits like this one, these here got an abysmal earnings per click, which means that you've got to drive an awful lot of traffic to bring an income in it. So for example, this one here, I could say that if I drove 10 visitors, I could earn $8.40. If I could drive 100 visitors, I would expect to earn roughly $84. If I could drive 1,000 visitors, I would estimate roughly $840. Now, the easiest way to send people to these sites is via paid advertising. Now, you could use banners on busy sites. You could use Facebook adverts, Yahoo adverts, Bing adverts. You could use Google AdWords, whatever it might be you want to use. You could use those to drive traffic. Now, here's where you've got to be clever. You have to track. And if I show you, for example, this one, I get the tracking code. You can see there it gives me some tracking codes. So that's what I need to copy and paste. But up here, I can put a sub ID. So if I put my campaign, this is where I start getting clever and I start tracking what I'm doing. So if I get the tracking code now, you can see in here, it's got the words my campaign. So what will happen is this site will track the clicks there. So this could be, say, my Facebook campaign. I could put Facebook campaign and blah, blah, blah. And then it will track it for me. And I'll be able to tell how many clicks I've had through that and the conversion rate, which is very important. The conversion rate is basically how many sales you make. So what we can tell, say back onto this example here, so I've driven 1,000 visitors here. I'm expecting on average to make $840 for that. Now, if it costs me $1,000 to make that 840, I've lost money, haven't I? So I can work out how much I can afford to pay per click. So if I know that, right, in order to break even at 1,000 visitors earning $840, the maximum I could pay per click is 84 cents. If I paid 84 cents per click, I would break even. If I could pay less, I would obviously make more money. So if I'm paying say 20 cents per click, but I'm making on average 84 cents, that means for each click I can expect a profit of sort of 64 cents. Now you may think, well, that doesn't make any sense, but let's say we've got 1,000 visitors. It's cost me $200 to send 1,000 visitors to this offer. but converting at this rate, I've made $840. So therefore, I've made a $640 profit. $200 in advertising, $840 in revenue. Take the two away, and you got your profit. And this is why it's very important that you use these sub-IDs here, and you use these tracking IDs, because with this you can track exactly what campaigns are making money. And once you know a campaign's making money, then obviously what you can do is you can then drive more traffic to it, expand the campaign. You could tweak your advert to try and make it more higher conversion rate, and so on. So once you know this, obviously you know how profitable something will be. So what I could do is I could say, right, I'm going to drive 1,000 visitors to this offer. Let's see how it converts, and I'll try different cost per click. So I might try a couple of cents per click and see how many clicks I get in a day. I might, at a couple of cents a click, only get 10, 15 clicks a day, which, yes, not going to cost me very much, but I'm not exactly going to get rich very quickly on it. But I find if I put my cost per click up to, say, 34 cents per click, suddenly I'm getting 1,000 clicks in a day. So therefore, that means for the 30 cents a click, which is, say, $300 a day for 1,000 visitors, I'm making 54 cents profit per click, which means I know that I'm making money. Now, it does sound harder than it really, really is, but this is where people fall down with the CPA advertising. People do not track. They throw traffic at it and then go, well, I don't really know where I made money, what worked and what didn't. And they end up keeping on paying for AdWords that just do not work. If you're driving traffic to this and it's costing me $1 a click and I'm only making 84 cents per click, then it's a waste of my time. I am losing money. So you need to be able to know that. You need to know your numbers. And that is undoubtedly the key to success with this sort of offer. You have to know your numbers with CPA marketing. You have to know your conversion rates, your click-through rates, your earnings per click, and so on. And if you know all these numbers, you can really, really track these. Now, I know somebody that when they're testing CPA offer, they'll spend $30,000, $40,000 on testing it. And I know people that have used these CPA offers and they've promoted them and they've brought in a couple of $100,000 in a day. I know people that have run an offer for a day. It cost them $50,000 in advertising costs. That was their cost per click, but their revenue was $200,000. So there is a lot of money to be made here, but realistically, it doesn't work as well with a normal website unless it's a high traffic website. If your website is just relying on organic search engine traffic and it's not getting a lot of visitors, it's probably better to monetize it in a different way. But if you're getting a lot of visitors or you're willing to put the effort into pay-per-click marketing, then this is an ideal way for you to make money. It's very, very profitable, it's very good, and it's something that isn't overly saturated. There's a lot of people using it, but you'll find that most of them are big players. They're very quiet about it, and you're not going to find, your Joe internet marketer down the street using CPA offers. Very few marketers really use them. A lot of them will dabble. They might stick an advert on the website, but that's as far as they go. Now, with what I've shown you now, you'll be ready to go out and test some campaigns. Now, remember, limit how much money you are spending on the campaign. Don't leave it open-ended. Say, right, I'm going to send 100 clicks at so much per click, and let's see how much it makes. And then you can test and track it. So you might see that 100 clicks makes you $10, which is great, $10 profit. But you may realise that actually it's losing you money. You may tweak your advert so that you get a higher click-through rate and so on. So it's all about testing, tracking, and really working out what works and what doesn't work, which for some people is fun, some people don't like it. But if you're not willing to do that, don't get into CPA marketing because you'll end up losing money. So that is CPA marketing in a nutshell and how you can use it to turn a fantastic profit.